What's up, guys? My name is Rob, and welcome back to Rule of Two Review, and today, it looks like we're finally getting Call of Duty Black Ops 3. So in a move that I guess really wasn't too terribly surprising for a lot of people, it turns out that it was confirmed that this year's Call of Duty game is going to be Black Ops 3. A lot of people thought that that was very likely to be the case. We know that this is Treyarch's year to have a Call of Duty game since going to the 3-studio release structure for Call of Duty. And because of that, people felt that it made sense that they would move on to Black Ops 3. I believe the first two Black Ops games are two of the most popular games released in the Call of Duty franchise. And I am a huge Call of Duty fan. You know, every time I have to talk about it, I always remind people of that. And I'm only proud to say so. Like, it's kind of my guilty pleasure series. I know that people hate it because it's so popular and it's like a bro shooter and it's, you know, it's bad for the industry and it's the wrong kind of gamers and this and that. And it's like, okay, I get all that stuff, but like, I don't really care about that stuff. I just think they're really fun games to play. They're mechanically awesome fucking shooters. They feel great to play. When the maps are good and the modes are great and the campaign is, you know, fun, then it's a great game. And yes, it releases annually, but I just don't even care. I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't bother me. I really enjoy them. The first Black Ops games were very interesting in that I had initially, I should say, very different opinions about them. When the first Black Ops came out, it was when I had just gotten into Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2 had like changed my life as far as shooters go. I still think it's one of the very, very, very best shooters I've ever played. And so going into Black Ops, he was like, wow, here's the next Call of Duty game now. It's going to be this Black Ops, and it's a different studio, but it's still Call of Duty. And I was really excited for a brand new Call of Duty experience just after getting hooked on the series, or on the previous game, I should say. And at first, I hated Black Ops. Like, it was so different, and Treyarch definitely has a unique feel and touch to how they put the games together. The hit detection, the bullet travel time, all that stuff felt different. The map design was very obviously different than how Infinity Ward was putting together their games and their modes and maps. And I just hated it for a very long time, and I even took a huge break and thought about selling it, you know, and you have to remember this was kind of near the beginning of the Call of Duty craze too, you know, at least when it really took off, I should say. And so I was like, God, maybe I hate this game. And I took a long break, and then I randomly remember getting back into it. I was playing on the 360, and something clicked with the game, and then it became a really great game. And I got pretty good at it. That's what helps, is when you suck at Call of Duty, it's hard to enjoy it. But when you're good or even just decent, you'll have a blast. And I got to decent level by the time Black Ops was kind of running out of steam, and I was like, wow, I actually like this game, and I figured it out, and I found some good weapons, and the maps actually have a lot to them, and there's a lot more depth and strategy, and they're a lot more fun to play than I really thought they were initially. And so that was a really cool, fun thing. All of a sudden, Black Ops became a pretty good Call of Duty game, you know. Fast forward to Black Ops 2, you know, some of the ones between Black Ops 1 and 2, I thought, well, some were good, some were not. Modern Warfare 3 was okay. You know, what else was there? Modern Warfare 3, am I missing one? Was it really just Modern Warfare 3 then Black Ops 2? Holy crap. I can't even remember now. Jesus Christ. Anyway, regardless, Black Ops was that way. Black Ops 2 came out, and I was really excited to pick that up because it was coming out on the Wii U, sorry. And I was pretty stoked to try it on the Wii U because the Wii U was going to be a brand new Nintendo system, and I couldn't wait to try that gamepad. And I already liked Call of Duty, so I obviously knew I needed to pick that up day one with my Wii U. And Black Ops 2 was great. I think that is one of the best Call of Duty games I've played so far. The campaign was pretty good. I actually think the campaign in the first Black Ops was better. But still, the campaign was pretty good for Black Ops 2. I just think that the multiplayer and the feel of the multiplayer for Black Ops 2 was far superior than Black Ops 1. My only complaint is that all of the maps were very small, and I actually like a good mix of small and large maps. The maps were way too small, I think, in Black Ops 2. But that being said, they were still very well designed. So I enjoyed them a lot, you know, all things considered. So Black Ops, you know, and I think the first Black Ops, by the way, also introduced zombie mode, if I remember correctly. And as we all know, that took the world by storm and has become basically a standard in Call of Duty since. And they've, you know, changed some of the iterations here and there, but it's become a staple. And so when I thought about if the next Call of Duty was going to be Black Ops 3, which had been rumored for a couple of months, I honestly was like, you know what? Hell yeah. I'm ready. I want to see what Treyarch can do. I want to see, you know, I think Advanced Warfare is fucking great. I love Advanced Warfare. And I want to see how the Black Ops lineage can continue. And I really hope that it feels very different from Advanced Warfare and feels like this new evolution of what Black Ops was doing for the Call of Duty franchise. And, you know, I don't know if we really have an idea of what time it takes place in. Everything that I've gathered from the little bit of information I've seen with today's confirmation is that it seems to be still modern or futuristic. I don't think they're doing anything like back in the day, like how the first game was it Vietnam, I think was the first game, or maybe even it wasn't World War II, so I'm going to say it was Vietnam if I remember correctly. Some people think it might still be Vietnam or some other previous kind of, you know, an older time period. But to me, I feel like they're going to hopefully go more into the future. But that's also going to be tough because we know the first Black Ops was set in like the 70s, or older than that actually, because of, well, I don't want to spoil that, but it was, you know, it was a long time ago. It was in the past. And then the Black Ops 2 was set in like the near future, which was one of the only disappointing things for me with that game, because it's like they were teasing us with like a futuristic Call of Duty, but it didn't feel futuristic or look futuristic at all. Advanced Warfare did that, but Black Ops 2 really wasn't that. But they did go a little bit into the future, and you have a couple gadgets that are like, you know, seem like they weren't around today, but they might be around in 10 or 15 years. So it'd be really neat to see if they would go further into the future so that it's like they're just really moving straight in time with the Black Ops franchise. But I don't know if that would really work or feel new or fresh enough coming off of Advanced Warfare, because Advanced Warfare is like straight up the future. I think what Black Ops 3 might be able to do, if in fact they do go the future route, is adapt the settings. The one thing I'll say about Advanced Warfare is the weaponry and the gameplay, the look, you know, all these kinds of things, your abilities, that's all futuristic with the exosuits and all that stuff, and that makes the game feel futuristic. And a lot of the places you go in the campaign and in the multiplayer mode certainly have a very futuristic look to them as well, but maybe not enough so. So I feel like what Black Ops 3 could do if they needed to deliver on the future aspect is go way into the future, maybe even go into space, which I've said for so long, bring Call of Duty to space, please. I want space warfare, moon warfare. God, I think that'd be so cool. Anyway, you know, do stuff like that. Go way into the future and make sure that the locations we go to and are playing in are obviously blatantly futuristic. I'm talking like Fifth Element, you know, Star Wars kind of stuff. And yes, Star Wars was set a long time ago, but you know what I mean. Star Wars looks like it's the future, especially the prequel era stuff. And even the Old Republic era. Like, it looks like the future compared to what we have on modern day Earth. So I guess, you know, that's really all there is to talk about. You know, I just wanted to share the fact that it happened, my quick thoughts and opinions. I'm excited. I always get excited for Call of Duty. You know, even the most disappointing Call of Duty, Ghosts, I still thought was okay. Like, I enjoyed it and played it for most of that year. So I like Call of Duty. You know, it hasn't really let me down yet. And, you know, for anyone else who's excited, hopefully you feel the same thing that I do about Black Ops 3. And I just wanted to theorize real quick about where I think they may go with it. I mean, who really knows? I think April 26th or 29th. Maybe I can pull that up before I end here. There's going to be like an actual reveal event, and that's going to be what Treyarch does to finally, April 26th, there will be the reveal event. And that's when Treyarch is going to officially kind of show the world, okay, now that you know it's Black Ops 3, here's what Black Ops 3 is. Here's a trailer. It's probably going to be a story trailer. Maybe we'll see some people playing it, but it's not likely. I think it's just going to be like an interview or two and like a reveal of a story trailer. At E3, they'll probably do the typical thing where they actually come out and show someone play it and then talk about the multiplayer stuff. So we'll find out more April 26th. For now, those are the details. We get it confirmed. Treyarch's next game is Black Ops 3. Personally, I'm super excited. I can't wait to see where they go with it and what they're going to do. What do you guys think? Do you think this is great for Call of Duty? Do you just hate Call of Duty and think who gives a shit, why even talk about it in the first place? Do you think Black Ops 3 is a great move? Do you think it's going to be good? Where do you think they're going to go with it? All these different things. Please feel free to talk about it. Thanks for tuning in. Of course, if you're new to Rule of Two Review, please feel free to subscribe, like, and share. Comment about Black Ops 3 and Call of Duty and stuff below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on another video from Rule of Two Review.